Greetings everyone and welcome to my Let's Play series. Today's episode is episode 30, so let's just jump right into it. And today we are going to get to those raised beds. We had a little bit of a delay with the food yesterday, got a little distracted, but I think today is going to be a good day to be able to build those raised beds for the different types of crops that we need to make our setup here, our farm or our garden as it may be. Let's jump right into it and make sure we have everything we need for our southern style breakfast. So for the toast, we're pretty much going to need the flour. We already have the chickens and the pigs, and we need all the ingredients for the biscuits and gravy and the grits. So we're going to make sure we need corn. We're going to make sure we get the flour we need for the dough. And I think that's pretty much all we're going to need. So, well, it looks like it's getting dark right now. So what I'll do is I'll be right back in the morning. So we're back. We're back to work on our setup. Oh, and I totally forgot my shovel. So let's go grab that real quick on our way in here. And that should be the last piece we need. We should have everything else for our setup that we need. So let's grab our shovel and our excavation tool. So there we go. That should provide enough for what we need here. Let's head out to our area and let's get started. So let's go in between these two. I think that's exactly middle. Yep, it sure is. And let's grab our excavation tool and we will just break this down. We'll turn off our hover mode on our jetpack here, because we don't really need it. Heck, let's just turn off our jetpack because we're only really going to be jumping up one anyway. So let's dig outward here and let's create a path here. So what we'll do is we'll go 9 off of this. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll build a path going this way and a path going that way. Okay, so like so, and let's go like this. We're gonna spread it out a bit so that we can have a little bit of room for our garden. But what I want to basically do is get a basic path set up here using the same style of path that we used before. But we're gonna have like a branching setup here with each of our raised beds, which is gonna be pretty nice. I think it's really gonna help us out. So let's fill this in real quick, and then let's continue on building the areas that are going to need it most. So as we fill this in, the raised beds are just going to be pretty simple. It's going to be, oh, and we're already out, so we're going to have to fix that. So we'll have to grab some more slabs, which is no big deal. What I'll do is I'll cut to grab more slabs and I'll fill this in, and then we'll be right back. So we're back, and this is the basic layout that I've come up with that I think would be really good for the number of crops that we have and what we would like to accomplish with those crops. So with that being said, I'm going to start placing the blocks around them, but I'm really not sure if I should use the trapdoors to make it look like so, or if I should go the full fence motif, or not the fence, but the if I should use the stairs to create an elevated approach, because every time I step up here I'm worried that I might break them. So I think this looks nice, but let's give the stairs a try, because they always look nice when we're using them. So let's see here, let's get a hover approach with it, and I think the stairs have to win out again. I mean, the raised bed boxes look nice, but I think we just have a little bit better look, well, a lot better look with the stairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start placing the stairs around all these, and then I'll be back once I have accomplished it so that we can start planting some of the crops. We're also going to make sure, need to make sure, oh my goodness, what happened here? We're going to need to fix that. Must be lightning strike. We're also going to need to make sure that we have worms for each of these, because we're not putting water blocks on any of these. So each of these getting a worm will make it so that it keeps the block set to farmland, and so that it'll plant everything that we need. So I'll be back as soon as I get all this accomplished. So we're now back, and as you can see, I've got them all done up. I made them look really nice, tried to light them up as best I could. And so what we're going to do now is make a hoe and go tear up the ground looking for worms, because that will be our best option without having to put extra water and whatnot in there. And this will be a fairly manual garden, and I'm okay with that. I mean, it doesn't really have to be an automated garden, at least not yet. Though I do have plans to make an interesting type of automated garden that I think would work really well for this setup. Let's go back and check. Maybe some worms popped up. It happens sometimes. But for now, I need something that will just work. And that's exactly what this will be. So these patches will eventually go away. We just have to try to get enough worms for each of these plots that I'm making. And our tool broke. So we have 8. Let's hope that's enough. It is not. We need 10. So I think I have some spares over here. Just in case something like this were to ever occur, it's always good to have backups. Let's grab this corn while we're at it. Corn grows up nice and fast. Okay, so we do have enough worms now, which is good. Because you can't pick up worms once you've placed them. There is no way to keep them once you have them. So if you watch, we'll place these down and they'll start preparing the soil for use, turning it into farmland, which is exactly what we want. I don't know if that one got placed in the proper place. Well, let's hope so. We'll check on it. If not, we have a spare one to be able to use. We're too short. Oh. There we go. Got some spare worms from him to allow us to be able to finish this up. There we go. Perfect. This is how you get spare worms. You let them worm their own worms. Ha. So, now that we got this all prepared and ready to go, now we need to put down our crops. So, for corn, what we'll do is, since they're going to be in increments of 9, I'm going to at least want 3 sets. We're 1 piece of corn short. Well, we'll have that on the next one. We're going to turn this whole section over here into corn, because corn is one of our main used items. So, because you got to make cornmeal, you can make flour with it. I mean, it's very, very, very versatile. So, having as much corn as we can possibly make will help us out a lot. So, even some of this corn has already grown quite well. That's good. Corn does grow quickly, especially at the end of May. So, next we have some carrots, and these carrots are going to be used to feed the pigs, and they could be used to make flour. We could have a number of uses for these particular carrots, and we'll do a full row of these as well. We'll be short, but we'll eventually have enough once we start really harvesting them, which is okay. The worms are always there to help. And then the wheat, what we'll do is we need to go grab some seeds, because we have plenty of seeds over here from the wheat to be able to make and plant what we need. Oh, we missed a piece of corn. So there we go. We got our final piece of corn. We're doing pretty good. Looks like it's starting to get dark even. So what we'll do here is, I think for the corn, I think we're going to increase it. Because it can be used for the flour. It can be used for a multitude of things. Because we'll need the bread as well. We'll need to be able to feed the cows. The seeds will be able to breed the chickens to be able to get us the eggs. So there is quite a bit that it will do for us. So let's see here. This final plot of corn. Where did I not place it? Maybe all the way back here? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so let's take our seeds here, and we're gonna cover these two in our wheat. So it will work out really well. And if I didn't say wheat before that, which I don't think I did, that's what I mean. So, there you go. So we have a nice looking little area. We're going to eventually have to put up overhead lights or something, make it like a nice greenhouse or something, or shift it into something more automated, potentially at some point, which could very well happen. And there we go. We have a somewhat functional farm that should grow fairly well. And I'm really happy with it. So, there we have a zombie. Let's take care of him without letting him die on our stuff. There we go. Ooh, got a piece of chainmail in the process. And I hear another one. Oh, baby zombie. He's being difficult to hit. There we go. And another zombie. This is proving to be quite the adventurous night here, so let's take a bite. We got some food here. Might as well enjoy the fruits of our labor. And let's venture around a little bit to see and make sure that there must be some dead spots. It's clearly where they're coming from, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but it is a reality that you face in game. So let's move this stuff out of the way, and we'll grab our carrots here so we can replant those last few spots. And if anything else comes our way, we'll definitely be ready. We have strength and resistance, so damage just won't be our friend tonight, unless it's on the part of dealing it, of course. So let's go feed our pigs real quick before we end this episode, because I'm sure they're hungry and we would like them to increase in numbers again. So there's those two, those lovebirds, and there's those two, and we're good to go. We've essentially upped our population by 50%. Very, very nice. Okay, so as you can see, the tree farm is still off because it produced so many logs that I couldn't contain it. But I'm sure we will get back to it again next time. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment if you have anything to say about what we've done so far. This has been a fairly uneventful episode, even though gardening can be very important, especially when it comes to us needing food, because adventures in the future are going to make all the difference. So, thank you guys again for watching, and see you next time.